Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports. I'm your host, Wayne Holloway, and thank you once again for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. And like always, if you want to see something on our show or you have an idea that you want to see us implement on the show, drop them in the comments below or hit us on any one of our social media outlets. Holler at us, we holler back. But first, let me introduce you to my co-host, Mr. Stephen Rubain. How you doing, sir?
Man, so much better. Excited. This is like a holiday for us football fans. The first week of the NFL season.
Yes.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, goodness.
What you been up to all week? You hear anything good on those other shows like 4th and 1 and First Take?
Oh, man, there's been a whole lot of good information. We're going to get into a whole lot about that, mainly about our favorite team, those Dallas Cowboys, America's team.
Man, that's your favorite team.
Oh, I love hate. Love to hate them.
So, that love-hate relationship, something else.
Exactly. So we're gonna get into that Cowboy Eagle game because that's gonna be a big one. It should be the Cowboys Commanders. That would be the game. That should start the season. But the Jerry Jones influence. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But I love this time of year because
the Eagles versus you guys, not the Cowboys at all. It should have been the teams that have promise and hope going. If anything, the first game we would have loved to see a competitive game. Washington and Eagles. My goodness, that's something right there.
That's how you start the season on a good note. You get the two teams that people most want to see, which right now would be the Eagles and Commanders. Start off on a prime time game. The whole world's watching. The NFL gets off to a great start. You're selling out to Jerry Jones and his influence. Cowboys have not been relevant for 30 years, other than in their minds. So, but it is what it is. The NFL, caters to Jerry Jones. I've said it a million times. I won't go into it again. But
I have to correct you. The Cowboys have been relevant. They are relevant in jersey sales, in tickets sold. They're relevant in selling napkins with cowboy logos on them, or shoes with cowboy logo. The Cowboy organization in a whole is relevant and very marketable.
Yeah, marketing, beautiful. Where are they in championships? When's the last time the Cowboys have held a Super Bowl ring?
Why you bring that up, Steve?
Like I said, it's been on 30 years plus since the last time.
I am being nice. I am being very, very nice. The Cowboys are relevant. The Cowboys sell a lot of merchandise. A lot. Hey, Michael Parsons jerseys are on sale right now.
They are. The discount. Add a good discount. But we'll get into all that. But I will say about the start of the season, though, everybody's team has hope. This is the time of year when everybody feels good going into the season. Everybody's healthy. You feel like your team is going to make improvements.
Yeah.
So this is a great time because we all have hope. And then the season starts, and then that hope fades away for so many teams. It's like, oh, we're going to suck again.
Well,
but
everybody
now,
they're going to be people that's relevant, and there's going to be people that's not relevant. There's going to be a lot of great hope going those first 3 games, and then a lot of hope washed down the drains after game 4 and 5.
Reality sets in. So, so right now, let's love it, live it. And good part about this week, we get 4 days of games. We got a Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and Monday of games.
Friday?
So
they put Friday games on the game?
Friday game, yes. We got a Friday game this week from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Chiefs versus Chargers.
So those far away games are going to be Friday games.
That's going to be a Friday game. Just the Brazil game. We got 2 Friday games this year, I believe. It's the Brazil game, and then we got the Black Friday game in November. So those are our 2 games, I believe, on Friday this year.
I'm not really into the Friday games, man. That's like now when it gets down to the nitty gritty, when the playoffs are getting ready to start, I understand the Friday games, but in the beginning, we want football on Thursday, we want football on Sunday and Monday. That Friday game, That's something you got to get used to. Something you got to get used to.
Well, for so long they refused to do Friday because that was considered to be high school night, and so the whole Friday night lights thing said we're not going to interfere with the high school games. But
As they
now the
should.
NFL's like, man, it's about money, so we're going to do every night we can get for money. We'll do it. So
that's crazy. See, leave the
crazy,
kids alone. Leave the kids alone.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. That big juggernaut that we call the NFL will do what they want to do when they want to do it. We've seen it so much.
We've seen it so much. Well, they want to eventually get to that 18-game schedule, and to give each team 2 byes. And I think I heard the rumors that they want to make every team have 1 international game a year. So they're going to have 16 international games. So every week they're going to have a game in a foreign country. In that way, it's fairness that everybody has to play overseas somewhere. That's the ultimate goal.
So everybody gets that jet lag. Everybody gets to experience that. So it's not unfair that a team that come from overseas last week gets to play a fresh team that wasn't overseas. That makes sense.
Exactly. So it makes sense. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. But this year we got the most international games. I believe there's like 7 of them this year.
Right.
And so it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. They got the usual
Mr. Darnell, Mr. 49er in the house. We see
Mr.
you right there on YouTube. That's a must shout out. He always supports. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And we will be opening the phone lines in about 20 minutes. About 20 minutes. We'll open the phone lines so everybody can call in and let us know what they thinking or give their opinion about what we're talking about.
Let's kind of filibustering for a little bit.
Hey, Steve, you're breaking up a little bit.
Let's start off.
We're gonna start off with this BTW Sports News. Now, starting off with the BTW Sports News,
right,
we're gonna get right into the thick of it and what's going on. And right now, Jacoby Myers, he's ready to play. He's ready to play. The guy that was holding out is ready to play. Week 1, Raiders. He declined the trade request and he ready to go. How you feel about that, Steve?
Does it matter?
Yeah,
no disrespect to Jacoby.
That's their guy.
No disrespect to Jacoby. Yeah, no disrespect to Jacoby Myers, but
he's the number 1. That's their guy.
He's their number 1. Is he their number 1 though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, look. New coach in town. New quarterback in town.
I'm only speaking from a fantasy perspective because I've had him on a couple of fantasy teams and he's done nothing for me. So
once again,
he's
Steve,
on my do not draft list.
New coach in town, new QB in town. Let's see what's going to happen. Now, the guy that everybody's been high on in fantasy that's been crazy has been Bowers, the tight end from the Las Vegas Raiders. And to me, that's been
somebody. Yeah, now he's somebody who's produced. So
yes,
I haven't been able to get on.
You're saying he's somebody that produced. I think you're having a connection issue with your internet over there. Somebody that produced, but somebody that produced with a different QB, not with this same QB that's in there now. Geno Smith, bona fide starter, bona fide, a hard worker, and with the infusion of that great coach coming in. I think I got high hopes for Jacoby Myers, Geno Smith, and company. Bowers, I got to see if Geno gets over there and he is attracted to Bowers the same way the last QB was.
Now, who I do have high hopes for with the Raiders is Ashton Genty, the rookie running back. I think he's going to have a strong season for them. So I'm looking to see what he's going to do. But as far as the rest of the Raiders go, I have to wait and see. I'll believe him when I see them produce.
Okay, all right.
Geno's like that. He's like that tease. He teases you every year, like this is going to be the year Geno's going to break out. And then when it comes down to it,
I'm gonna say it like this: new team, new things. New team, new things. That's the outlook for the Raiders. New team, new
Okay.
thing.
The Raiders are like the Cowboys, number 2. Every year, people have hope for the Raiders, and every year they let you down. They're even worse than the Cowboys. They haven't won. Think about this. They haven't won a Super Bowl since the 1984 Summer Olympics in LA.
Wow.
The Olympics are coming back to LA in a couple of years. It's been that long.
Wow.
We're talking about 38 years since the last time the Raiders won a Super Bowl.
But isn't it crazy? Both teams that are mega stars and sales of jerseys and shirts and all this apparel are the teams that's been in the rut. That's amazing to me. It seemed like by them being these multi-billion-dollar teams that ownership would take pride in thinking of coaching and GM to where they can get back to the big game.
You would think so, but I can't explain it. It's hard to explain. Both of them, they got the money, they got the amazing stadiums, they got all the interest, but they just don't have the championships to go to. You know, they're living off their past. Is what I'm trying to get at.
By far, I've been to a bunch of stadiums, and the Raiders Stadium is the best stadium that I have ever sat in, and I haven't been to all of them yet. I will be going to all of them, God willing. But my goodness, the Raiders Stadium, state of the art, is comfortable anywhere you sit. It's ridiculous. That man, it's a pleasure to go to the Raiders Stadium. I can't wait till we play them again, so I can sit in those nice seats. And you know, I don't really like going to games because the seats are really uncomfortable for somebody that's over 6'2", 6'3", and that's crazy for a game where all the players are juggernauts.
Oh, stadiums are not made for big people. There's no question. The newer stadiums, they at least do a much better job. When you go to some of them old stadiums, I don't know how people survive some of them old stadiums. The way the seating was set up when they had their old benches and there's no leg room whatsoever. Oh my God! Wow. I just remember Candlestick Park. I went to the last game they had there with the Redskins and 49ers.
Yeah.
And the seats were so hard and small. I was just like by the third quarter, I didn't even care about the game no more. I just wanted to end, just because I was so uncomfortable.
Well,
I said never again, but I ever go to that stadium.
As you know, I just got back from Carolina, going to our last preseason game when we played Pittsburgh.
How's that stadium?
Our stadium is new. The Carolina Panthers have not been in the league that long for our stadium seats to be that uncomfortable. And I sat right behind the bench. I sat right there, and when I tell you my knees was hugging the wall, and then I had to put my legs up because I was losing circulation in my legs.
Yep.
People behind me upset because I got to keep standing up, turning around, and then the seats are now. These are not cheap seats that I had. These are basically the same seats when I was at the Raiders Stadium. When I was able to cross my legs, I was able to open my legs, sit comfortably for the amount of money I paid. I felt like I was up in the rafters when I was on the 50-yard line. That's how crazy it was. Can you believe that? That's how crazy it was.
Yeah. So it sounds like it's time for a new stadium in Carolina. Is what you're trying to say?
It's time for a new stadium. I went to SoFi. SoFi is a brand new stadium,
right?
Just put in California, over there in Inglewood. It's not that great. It's decent. But after you go to the Raiders Stadium, it will spoil you from going to anybody else's stadium. I'm gonna just say it like that. That needs to be the standard for all NFL stadiums, especially when you got the people paying for the seats that's by the 50-yard line, where you can doggone say something to the players. You can say something to the players where I'm sitting, and you sitting over there, and I got tears in my eyes because my legs is all crunched up. That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, it's time for a new stadium in Carolina. Come on, Carolina, do better.
Time for a new stadium a lot of places. But
time for a new stadium in a lot of places.
As I go to these
I'm
stadiums,
excited for Buffalo. Speaking of place for new stadiums, Buffalo will be getting a new stadium next year.
Yes. I'm going to call out these stadiums every time I go to them and I'm uncomfortable. Yeah. I'm going to call them out.
As you should. As you should. I mean, for as much money as you pay to go see a game, you should be comfortable. I mean,
yes, sir.
I mean, that's one thing that should be, especially for a good seat.
Yes.
I mean, it's one thing if you're in a nosebleed. I remember we went to Joe Montana's last season when I was about 22, 23. We saw Montana. It was supposed to have been Montana versus Marino. It was down in Miami. I know you've been to Miami Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Miami Stadium, this is before they did the renovations. That stadium is a beautiful stadium. When I say we were in the last row, the very top of the stadium, where literally you look behind you and you can see the parking lot.
Wow.
It was still a good seat.
Wow.
I mean, when you're talking about you're in the very, very last seat and you can still see the players' numbers and actually see this, it's a good stadium. I got all the respect for Hard Rock Stadium. That was a great stadium to go to.
When I went to the Cowboy Stadium, they have a nice stadium. I had a lot of room, and I had good seats. I didn't have the excellent seats that I normally have, but I still had good seats, and those seats were comfortable at the Cowboy Stadium. I have to give the Cowboys daps. Their stadium seats were comfortable, and they weren't at the 50-yard line. Now, Miami Stadium, they could do better, but they were decent. I wasn't uncomfortable the whole game. Well, yes, I was, because we were winning in the beginning, and then they started kicking our butt. And
it was personal.
Miami fans are nice. They started buying me beers as soon as we started losing, and I don't even drink beer, but they were. Hey, I guess they were being nice, so I joined in. It was it's crazy. You don't even drink beer, but I'm drinking it just because the fans were buying me, and I know they were being sarcastic, but it was still fun. It was all in fun.
I think I'm seeing Darnell's giving us some breaking news. Would you like to read? I guess he got a little 49er news.
Juwan Jennings, he said he got $3 million.
Is that relevant news for us? Do we care about Juwan Jennings?
And the 49ers do you think the 49ers are going to be relevant this season?
They could be, only because we still got a Matthew Stafford issue. I mean, I know he's going to start this game, but 40 years old with that back end, if his back gives out again, and the Rams aren't the Rams we think they're going to be.
He is off the injury report, Steve. Give him a break. He's off the injury report. You talking him up like he's Humpty Dumpty, and all the king's horses and all the king's men not going to be able to put Matthew Stafford back together again. Come on now, he's fine.
Have you ever had lower back issues?
Yes,
yeah, lower back issues. It just takes one hit to change everything.
Well,
especially when you're 40 years old.
Well,
and you play in that game.
He's QB1.
It's a concern.
I'm pretty sure he knows that he has to get that ball out of his hands so he doesn't get touched. Like Tom Brady. I've seen Tom Brady about to get dog rushed and him throw the ball straight into the ground like this play is over. There's no need to knock me into the dirt. Tom Brady was a smart QB.
Right.
More QBs.
We're going to talk about Tom Brady in a few minutes. We're going to get into Tom Brady because
smart like him.
We got to talk about Bill Belichick.
More QBs need to be that way.
We're gonna mention him in a few minutes because we got to talk about Bill Belichick.
Especially Tua.
Yeah, let's get into this college.
Tua needs to look into that. Throwing the ball away once the play is over with, man. Come on now. Too many head injuries. Throw that ball into the ground.
I think Tua is just Tua. That's how he's going to be. He's just somebody who is just not going to be able to protect himself. He just is that type of quarterback. We've all told him throw the ball away, but he's just going to stay in that pocket and hold it for too long. Some guys are just like that.
Man.
But before we get into the NFL picture, we got to get into this college football. We've been kind of, because this last weekend, now that we have the 12-team playoff, usually the beginning of the season is like Cupcake City. You'll have like Alabama play against Alabama.
Hey, Steve,
Community college.
Your internet is really tripping over there, man. It's going in and out with just now when you were trying to talk.
Going in and out.
Yeah. Let's give it another chance.
Let's see what we got.
Let's talk about Alabama, because you start sounding like a robot for a second there.
All right, I'm gonna try something real quick. See, this will fix it.
While Steve is trying to fix that, Darnell, you said they're going to be relevant only due to health, and everybody wind up getting broken down like horses and have to go to the hospital to find replacements. We're going to be relevant. Okay. Let me see if Steve fixes the issue.
Is that better?
Your sound is better.
Let's try it now. Okay. Hopefully this will fix it. Hopefully the issue's fixed. Sorry about this, guys. Sometimes, you can't trust some of these damn internet providers. They tell you, they give you the promise that it's the best, the highest functioning, and then when you need them, they let you down.
I'm gonna say you like this, and I'm gonna do a commercial for AT&T, and I'm gonna need to get paid for this. AT&T, I had an issue with them for about a year. I got diagnosed by technician after technician, and then I got this amazing technician from AT&T. My goodness, a friend of mine, I will call him, and he fixed my issue. And as you see, voila, you need to get AT&T, Steve. Fiber optics. It's what it is. It is what it is.
I will never get AT&T because they're an official sponsor for the Cowboys. That in itself will never get them. But let's get back to
no bounds. Has no
bounds.
Let's
get this college football. Let's
go to college football.
So as I was saying, though, it used to all be Cupcake City the first week of the season. Now, because of the 12-team playoff, you now got big schools playing against big schools early on because they don't have that fear that one loss will knock them out of the playoff.
Right.
So this week we had 3 big ones, and then a 4th should have been a big game, but ended up being a blowout. So let's start with the big ones first.
Okay.
The biggest one was number 1 Texas versus number 3 Ohio State, and the start of the so-called Arch Manning era.
Archie Manning.
I'm going to just say it like this. We just had to put it out for what it's worth. Sometimes you got to accept things for what they are and not for what you want them to be. We want Arch Manning to be greatness. His grandfather was a great quarterback. His uncles were great quarterbacks.
Right.
We want him to be a great quarterback. It's the name. It's the legacy. Sometimes you are what you are. Greatness never is held back. Greatness always rises to the top.
Right.
You can look at all the all-time greats. They never look like the moment was too big for them. I can talk about Jordan. You can talk about LeBron. You can talk about Manning. You talk about Brady. You never felt like the moment was too big for them.
Right.
Unfortunately, Arch Manning, and keep in mind, he's not a freshman. He's been there already 2 seasons. This is his 3rd season in Texas.
Okay.
He looked like the moment was too big for him. And I hate to say it, he may still end up being a good quarterback, but all the Heisman talk, all the talk of greatness, it's just it is what it is. Ohio State just looked like they were just walking all over him. They made him look flustered. They made him look like he didn't belong out there. So
okay, I hear you breaking them down, but check this out, Steve. It is what it is. It was a big game. He didn't show up for the big game, and furthermore, the lineage of that name is a weight on your shoulders before even the game. Everybody telling you what you're gonna be, and you haven't even played the game yet. It has to be a lot on this young man already from the onset. But look
But
at this.
yeah,
There's a guy
that's the
in this
thing, though.
game that we love football.
Right.
That
if you're great, you relish the moment. You don't run from the moment. You don't hide from the moment.
Steve, there's a guy in this game that is the best in this game at QB. And remind me, tell me if I'm wrong. He got drafted what? 100 and what? Tom Brady.
Yes,
Tom Brady.
but
A
again,
lot of people were down on him, Steve.
Yes, but again,
he didn't come into to the game with a silver spoon in his mouth, nor did he come into the game as a starter. He sat on the bench,
but
and got his
again,
start and became the greatest.
And I'm glad you brought him up, because again, when the moment came when Drew Bledsoe got hurt and Tom Brady was put in the game, he rose to the top and never saw the bench again.
Yeah,
that's what greatness does. Greatness exposes themselves. You can try to keep them down, but if you're great, they can't keep you down, because your greatness
How
is
great was Tom Brady in college? How great was Tom Brady in college?
Well, he was solid. I mean, he went to Michigan. They didn't have any great ones. They didn't win.
Was he awesome? Great? Was he outstanding in college? Was he a standout in college? Couldn't be, because he was drafted so late.
No,
couldn't be that a standout. So I'm just saying, even though Archie Manning had a bigger than life moment that he didn't show up for, like you said, and I agree with you 1000%, doesn't mean that he doesn't have what it takes.
Well, no, and that's the point I made. I said he still might be a good quarterback. He still might be a very good quarterback. But as far as the great the social media legacy they put on him, that he's going to be the next great thing, we got to take that away. We've seen now with the moment, the big moment, he didn't stand up to it, and you never question Jordan in the big moment. You never question Magic in the big moment. You never question Curry in the big moment. You never question Brady or Montana. They might have lost. You can lose the game. You can lose, but you never looked at them and said they were the reason. They were at fault. They would have. Think about it. Name one time you watched the game and said, "Man, if Jordan would have just played better, they could have won."
Yeah, but that's basketball. I like when you said Brady. I like when you're talking to QB, talking about a QB, because basketball, football, although when the parallels when it comes to being great are true, what you're saying, but in football, I have to hold Tom Brady to the standard when we talk about QBs. Tom Brady, then there's others under Tom Brady, but Tom Brady is the standard, and the standard wasn't that great. It was decent in college, but wasn't that great.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't that great.
No, okay, but okay. So since you did segue into Tom Brady, let's talk about Bill Belichick, because this was the game that, other than the Texas-Ohio State game, this was the most anticipated game of the weekend.
Right.
Bill Belichick, his first game as a college coach at UNC. You had Jordan there. You had Vince Carter there. You had Lawrence Taylor was there. All the UNC greats all came out to
all expecting great things.
All expecting great things. And then, you know who wasn't there? Tom Brady wasn't there, because Bill Belichick could have used Tom Brady in this game against TCU.
I hear you.
Because I'm not going to say Bill Belichick wasn't exposed, but he was exposed. Let's just call it what it is. Yeah. I'm going to throw some numbers at you, because I'm the stat guy. You know, I love to be called
on people guy. Though. You tough, Steve.
I'm just going to throw some numbers at you.
Okay, I'm listening.
As a Bill Belichick as an NFL coach without Tom Brady, his record was 84 and 104. Bill Belichick's record with Tom Brady was 249 and 75. Bill Belichick without Tom Brady in 9 seasons without Tom Brady, his playoff record was 1-3. With Tom Brady, their record was 35 and 13 with six Super Bowl titles.
So cold.
I mean, stats don't lie.
They don't.
They don't lie. Anybody quite? I mean, don't get me wrong. You got to give Belichick credit for how well Tom Brady did. But what the thing Tom Brady did do is that when he left New England, and let's be honest, he was forced to leave. He didn't leave on his own. He was forced out. He went to Tampa in his first year. Did what?
Super Bowl.
Exactly. And won the championship eventually. Yes. So he got the one thing that Belichick could never do, and that's win without the other. So I hate to say this was a legacy is being dampened.
But before you say that, can I ask you just one question?
Go ahead.
What is Belichick's record in Carolina? I mean,
0-1. 0-1.
So
he lost 48-14.
Already, this is the BS I'm talking about. The man had one game and he's being judged, and you wanna give him a blemish already?
Yes.
My goodness. Man, absolutely. I would not want to work for you. One game.
We just talked about his first game. He's had all off season to prepare for the game.
He worked with the kids in the off season.
All off season.
When that start happening?
They go out, they recruit players. Now keep in mind, he recruited 70 new players, so he completely switched out the old team and brought in a whole new team. So of course it's going to take time. But that still being said, we still got to speak on the particulars, which is they were badly outplayed. They looked very unprepared.
As they should.
And until we see otherwise, we haven't shown that Belichick can win without Brady.
Okay, Steve.
They ran Brady out of town. They brought in Cam Newton. You remember this. And we thought, okay, but Cam Newton's going to do well then with Belichick. What happened?
The whole COVID thing was going on. They got rid of Cam Newton because he didn't get a shot at the time they wanted him to get a shot, and it was a cluster. It was totally not even football related, but that didn't have them in sync because as Belichick is, when stuff needs to be done in football, you have to do it when you play for a Belichick team. Cam Newton didn't do it, but talking about the Carolina where Belichick is at now, when the coach comes in, I don't care who you are, you need at least 2 to 3 years, if not 4, to revamp the whole program, to build a culture. You don't build a culture in one game. He has to build a culture like he built over there in New England before he lost everybody. So he's there, he's building the culture. I have to wait until at least year 3 to see where Belichick is going after his culture, after he's cultivated all the coaches that's working up under him, and everybody in that locker room knows exactly what he wants. Everything is brand new to everybody. See, once he does that, then from freshman to sophomore and on up, once a set of people are out, the new set comes in, and it's already a culture in there. They already are talking with the players that's there. It's a cohesiveness that works for a winning coach like Belichick. He needs that first. we can't judge him off of the one game. Now, it looked kind of tacky having the girlfriend on the sideline. So I'm just saying it doesn't even look like he was 100% there yet. He's not in game mode yet, and I don't know why, because that was his first game. But he showcased that. I've never seen a girlfriend on the sideline.
It was his first game. He should have had everything in play, at least to be competitive. I'm not mad about the loss. I'm mad about how poorly they looked in the loss. Stephen A. brought up a great point. They went almost 2 hours without completing a pass. So for a 2-hour window in the game, they had no complete passes. That can't happen in today's college football, any football, any level of football. You can't go 2 hours.
That is correct.
They couldn't even complete a screen pass. They have a drop in screen pass. They have a drop in everything.
Well, I've seen from your mode and what you've been on since we started the show, Steve. You killing people off. So I know we're gonna move to Colorado, and you probably ready to take Deion Sanders out back behind the shed, because you just on everybody pretty tough today, because Belichick, you just said Belichick's whole career has been dampened because he's 0-1 in a college football game, not even a pro, a college football game that he might tarnish. I'm like, my goodness, Steve, slow down, man. Stop.
I'm glad you brought up Deion. I'm glad you brought up Deion, because I wasn't going to, but since you did bring him up, let's talk about this two words called time management. Okay, they scored. There was 1:07 left in the game. In college football, 1:07 is an eternity when you can get first downs, clock stops on first downs. They had 2 timeouts left. From the 1:07, they ran 2 plays for almost a minute. From 1:07, it got down to 18 seconds. It was third down. He didn't call any timeout within those 2 plays. You had the quarterback out there calling out the play and then changing the play at the line of scrimmage with the clock running.
I can't defend that. I can't. That's as much as I like Deion, as much as I like his coaching, that's just something that has to be worked on. That was a complete brain fart right there. That was a brain fart. There's nothing you can say about that. Even I'm pretty sure that he would admit that himself.
No, but that's the thing. He comes out and he didn't, instead of taking responsibility, he tried to deflect it. And that's a problem.
Yeah.
He needed to come out and totally put
salute to you, sir. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Mr. Glenn White, he just showed up. You know the first game is rolling around here, Glenn. You know Cali Cat Pack, Roaring Riot, Panther Nation, stand up. It's getting ready to go down. You know what I'm talking about, Glenn. I'm not even gonna get into that. You already know, man. You already know. What's the next college team we want to talk about before we move on to our NFL predictions, Steve?
Well, a team, Miami, had a big win over Notre Dame. Beck, who with Georgia a couple years ago, nearly led into a national championship game. He looked good for Miami. They're a team that might want to keep an eye on. Florida seems to be back. Miami won against Notre Dame. Florida State beat Alabama. College football is great when Florida is great. So a good Miami and a good Florida State is going to make for a great college football season. So that's my last spin on college football. It's great to see the Florida teams going back.
And I'm happy that you're happy on it. But college broke my heart a few years ago. I watch it, but I watch it with a grain of salt because I just do not like how a high-powered college team will roll into town and the point spread is ridiculous. They're supposed to blow them out by 46 and they get blown out by 46. The ups and downs in college football over the years, wow, just traumatic, just traumatic.
Yeah. Well, hope like I said, hoping now with the 12-game playoff, it was getting much better games now. They're not so many of these traumatic. Like, don't get me wrong, there's still a few of them. And I see Glenn White mentioned about the Gamecocks. Yes, South Carolina looks like they're going to be a competitor this year in the SEC. So they had a big win. So the SEC it was a shaky weekend for the SEC overall. Like I said, the big dogs, Alabama losing. They had a couple of teams lose, but South Carolina looks pretty strong.
Carolina looks strong all
Good
the way
week.
around. But wait till we get to this NFL. And speaking of, Steve, you know what? Time is ticking away. We gotta talk about your favorite team, the Cowboys and the Eagles, this Thursday night. Man, who you think gonna win, Steve?
I'm gonna be honest with
Eagle.
you. I'm always honest, but I'm gonna be even more honest because I hate to say it. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys win this game. I know.
That is not what I expected to hear from you, Steve. Not by far.
It's a ring game. Eagles are going to be hyped up.
So you think the Cowboys are going to feel disrespected and they're going to play up the Cowboys?
I think the Eagles are going to play down to the Cowboys. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a closer game than it should be. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys can squeeze it out. I mean, that's my honest prediction is that it's going to be a closer game. Now the Eagles could blow them out because Jalen Hurts is a different cat. He's somebody. I'm wondering if he's even human anymore.
I told you last season he's not human.
The more he wins, the angrier he gets.
Last season he's not human. Stop it.
He's not human. He don't have emotion. The more he wins, the angrier he gets. He has such a chip. It's not even a chip. It's like a boulder on his shoulder. He's like a huge boulder on his shoulder that he feels everybody's wronged him. Nobody respects him. This and that. He can't even enjoy winning. It's just like you interview him, is like, well, yeah, we won 49-0, but I could have played better. I could have done this.
Him and Jalen Hurts must hang out because that's the story of both of them when they win, and that's crazy to me. They're so mild mannered and so underspoken, and every time I see Saquon, he just looks different. He looks different. He doesn't look like an old man. He looks like a young man that has discovered the fountain of youth. And like I told you last season, this man is an Avenger. He's an Avenger. He's truly a mutant. This man is remarkable. Saquon Barkley is remarkable. Bar no injury, this man is going to be out there saving people. He is saving people from crimes on the football field. I just call it like I see it. That dude is a pit bull. Yeah. That boulder that you said, it's like how they put the chain, the big silver chain around dogs and put something for them to drag. He's dragging that boulder when he's dragging people when he's on that football field. I can't take nothing away from that man. But unlike you, I do not think the Cowboys are in this game. I think the Eagles are going to come out and they're going to dominate. If the Cowboys can pull out a win with the Eagles this week, the Cowboys are in it for this season. I
don't think that. I just think that the Eagles will have such an emotional spirit off of getting those rings, getting that big win. I just think that the Cowboys are going to have a little chip on their shoulder because now it's like we don't have Michael Parsons anymore. Everybody's against us. But, that little thing going on. I think the Cowboys are going to play their best game of the year. And so I could see a close game. But I still think the Eagles are the team to beat in the NFC. Wow. Don't get me wrong. I just think for this week, there could be a letdown.
The mud hole that the Eagles will stump into the Cowboys this week will be phenomenal. At their ring ceremony. At their ring ceremony. But like I said, if the Cowboys hang with the Eagles in this big game, when they get their rings, the Cowboy fans gonna have a right to talk. They're gonna have if they beat the Super Bowl champs like you're predicting they might, and I don't see it. I don't see it at all. The Eagles are gonna win by at least 14-17. I'll give the Cowboys mercy if they beat them by 10.
Now let's keep in mind the Cowboys play well in the regular season. It comes playoff time that they show themselves. So Cowboys can win a regular season game. That's not get that twisted. It's just when it comes time for the playoffs when they go and hide. But I agree with you. So I think the Cowboys.
I saw the Cowboys winning those games just like you, but I saw them winning those games with a guy named Micah Parson, who is not there anymore. He's not going to be pressuring anybody for the Cowboys. So therefore, I have to see who's going to step up and be that guy. Who's going to be that guy on the Cowboys now?
It's going to be our committee. It's going to have to be Trayvon Diggs. It's going to have to be other guys stepping up. So they got Dante Fowler Jr. for the Commanders. They got some guys.
The beautiful thing,
so
we both get to see it at the same time. I'm gonna go put my daily picks in because I'm just knowing Saquon is going to show up and show out.
Okay. Are we opening the phone lines?
Let's open these phone lines. Let's get the phone lines open.
While he's doing that, as I mentioned earlier in the show, we got a Friday game coming from Brazil. And it's a big one. It's a good one. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the Los Angeles Chargers.
Woo-wee.
One that could be for the AFC West, as both the Chiefs and Chargers should be contenders for that AFC West crown. So I'm really excited about this one. I know we got a lot of fantasy implications in this game.
Sir.
As got quite a few Chiefs and Chargers on my fantasy team, so I'll be watching intently for that regards. Who are you taking first? Who do you got in that?
What game? Which one?
Chiefs versus Chargers.
Chiefs.
Playing on a neutral
Chiefs. You know what? I got a little bit to say, and I'm not going to take long on that. I'm glad you put that game into focus because we are on NFL predictions, and something's going wrong with our phone right now, Steve. So sorry, everybody. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to open those phone lines, but if the phone comes back up, we will open it. But right now, people have been down on the Chiefs. I heard you say some stuff about the Chiefs also, Steve, and it's unbelievable to me. It is the dumbest thing in the world for anybody to talk down on the Chiefs. They are the team still to beat in this NFL. The Eagles hold the title, yes, but the Chiefs had one bad game out of 3 years. Hear me again. The Kansas City Chiefs, the team to beat, had one bad game in the biggest game on the biggest stage, yes. But out of 3 years, 2 Super Bowls, back-to-back Super Bowls, and then they lost the 3rd year, and people act like they're not going to show up. The Chiefs are going to ball out this season, and you better hope that they're gimpy around playoffs time. That's the only way, because they're always going to be a contender. This why Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey and Andy Reid is there. Period.
I will just add. I'll add to that. It looks like Patrick Mahomes is in the best shape he's been. He looks like he's elusive again. Looks like he has that mobility. They did improve the offensive line, which was a huge issue come the Super Bowl last year. So I expect that to be an improvement. I think Kelsey is set to have a strong season. He got this whole marriage proposal thing going. He now got something to play for. He's going to go out there and show out. So, if you got him on your fantasy team, I'm expecting big things from him.
Yes.
When they get Rashee Rice back to add to hopefully a healthier Hollywood Brown, and they still got Xavier Worthy, you got 3 speedsters.
Ooh.
In addition to Pacheco, who's also another speedster, you got 4 guys who all run 4 to 4.5 speed in the game at the same time. No defense can cover that when they're all playing together. So looking at it from that perspective,
and
they
Steve,
can definitely be scary.
Off of what you just said, last season, who did they not have in the Super Bowl?
Oh, it's several guys, but the main one was Rice was out, right? Did Rice play?
Yeah, no, he didn't play. They didn't have they weren't up to speed.
No,
they weren't up to speed. But I let everybody put the blemish on their record, but they wasn't up to speed.
No.
But you know what, Steve? Let's get into these predictions because I could talk on and on. We done got that Friday night game, which is Kansas City Chargers. We both took the Chiefs, right?
Oh yeah, Chiefs definitely.
So let me get this straight. You took the Cowboys over the Eagles on Thursday night, the first game of the season.
I say Cowboys could win, but if you want to say I'll take the Cowboys, I'll take the Cowboys.
I hear backpedaling.
No, like I said, I said don't be surprised if it's a good game.
Oh,
that's my thing.
Long as you taking them, that's a wonderful thing. Now, let's see. Next game up, and let's get to these pretty fast because if you remember, we have a fantasy football draft that will be starting in a few minutes. We got to get to it. So, Buccaneers at the Falcons. Who are you taking, Steve?
Buccaneers all day. Falcons will be good eventually, but
they're at home. You sure you taking the Bucs?
I'm taking the Bucs on the road. Yes.
Well, it's unanimous. I'm taking the Bucs also. Hey, don't this feel good to be doing picks again, Steve?
I know. Oh my God.
It's time to get that money.
It hasn't been that long, but I feel like it's been forever.
Yes, yes. Steve, it's time to get that money. Yeah. Bengals at the Browns.
Bengals all day, every day.
All day long. This is going to be a slaughter. This is one of those games, people, when you look at your on your pick'em, that not only do you take the Bengals, you take the Bengals to dominate. This is one of those for sure picks, unless everybody's hurt. And this is the beginning of the season. They're fine.
Well, the thing with the Bengals, the last 3 seasons, they've gotten off to horrible starts the last 3 seasons, and they know this.
Yeah.
So everybody knows that Joe Burrow the last 3 seasons has had horrible starts to the season. So they're more motivated to do well because everybody knows how horrible their starts are. So Cleveland's a perfect opponent for a team that's hungry. Everybody's healthy and back and has something to prove. So
now you heard what he said. But with that being said, I'm still taking the Bengals because they should steamroll the Browns. But anybody, I want you to gamble responsibly. But guess what? In the beginning of the season, these are games that you watch. You don't bet the farm. You bet minimal if you're going to do that. If that's what you do, you bet minimal to see how every team is playing and how they react. I'm just trying to help people out because some people go out here and be crazy. And this is the first week of the NFL season. They got new players. They got new plays that they want to implement. And you don't want to get out there and you bet the farm on a coach that's trying stuff the first game of the season because they know their schedule and they know who they're going to wear out. Just relax and have fun this Sunday coming, and we'll see what's going on. But me and Steve both take the Bengals.
Yeah. Week 1 of the season is the best chance for upsets because nobody plays anymore in the exhibition season. So pretty much this is the first game that the starters are all actually playing a game together. So anything's
First week
possible week one.
is the real preseason where
Yeah.
the starters finally get to get their legs up under them. In previous years, before this new age stuff started, the starters got to play a series, play a half, play a quarter.
Yeah, they play a half.
And now it's just unbelievably crazy. That's why we get people that have these cold starts, and we get Achilles blown out.
The injuries, the injuries.
They're coming out cold. They're coming out cold.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Dolphins at the Colts.
Dolphins, but I'm not sold on it. But I'm gonna take the Dolphins. But this is a toss-up game.
Dolphins all the way for me. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tua and company. Tua and Tyreek Hill. Devon Etienne, that's his name, right? That's how did I say it right? Yeah, I'm going with that. I'm going with that.
Okay, all right. I'm going with it, but like I said, I'm not putting anything on it. It's just it's just a game.
Thank you, Steve.
Okay.
Panthers at Jacksonville. I don't like the way you starting off slow. But go ahead and give me your pick.
I'm gonna take the Panthers in this one. I'm gonna surprise you.
Say what?
I'm gonna take the Panthers. I don't know what to expect from Jacksonville. It's too many moving parts, too many unsures. Is the quarterback going to come back this year and do something this year? I gotta wait and see before I believe in Jacksonville. I think Carolina has some motivation. That has a momentum. I like that new wide receiver you guys have, McMillan.
Yes, sir.
I think Hubbard will do his thing.
Yes, sir.
I think you guys get a nice road win. It's a good road win to start the season.
You better expect his name and say Bryce Young.
Well, this is his year to show out. I mean, there's no more excuses now. This is the year he has to do it. I mean, it's not even a case of can he do it. He has to do it.
And he will. He's up for the test. Now, another person that you didn't say, Trevor Lawrence, this is his year. He better show up, or they need to take him out back and around the shed. He needs to show up, and he needs to show out and prove something.
Yeah.
He's been given a lot of money. We want to see some results. We want to see Raiders at the Patriots.
Raiders at the Patriots. I'm going with at home the Patriots to win.
Okay.
I got the Patriots. Vrabel, I think he's a solid regular season coach. I think they're gonna have an attitude to them. I hear Diggs is gonna play.
Well, what's the coach's name on the Pats again?
Mike Vrabel.
Okay.
He used to be with the Titans. He was a Titans coach all those years with Derrick Henry. So
all that.
They'll be competitive. I think the Raiders are going to take some time to gel. There's just too many new pieces. With the Raiders, new coach, new quarterback, new running back, new receiver. I mean, everything's new with the Raiders, and so it's going to take a game or two.
And that's funny. With the NFL team, it's going to take a game or two. You see how nice you are, but with Bill Belichick dealing with some kids on his first game, you kicked him in his pants. But I'm gonna move on from that.
Well, I'm not saying we're blown out. Now, if the Raiders get blown out, it's a different story. There's a big difference between losing the game and getting blown out.
You know what the Raiders coach name is?
I know the Raiders coach, Pete Carroll.
Put some respect on his name.
Have you ever seen Pete Carroll get blown out?
Put some respect on Pete Carroll's name and Geno Smith.
His name. I said, have you ever seen Pete Carroll get blown out?
No, I seen him make some stupid decisions in the Super Bowl.
But have you ever seen him get blown out? We saw Bill Belichick get blown out of the building on Sunday.
I'm not going to compare kids to professionals.
I remember a game I saw Pete Carroll where he looked like he didn't belong on the field.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave that alone because you keep kicking Belichick.
I'm just calling it like it is. I'm calling it like it is.
But I'm taking the Raiders to
2
win.
hours,
To win
no complete passes. 2 hours.
kids, not professionals. But
Like,
Raiders to beat the Patriots. You're taking the Patriots. Remember that, Steve.
I remember.
Cardinals at the Saints. I'm gonna take the Cards.
Yeah, the Saints. Ugh. Ugh. The only thing I see about the Saints is that they still got Alvin Kamara, so I'm hoping fantasy wise he should have a good game. But other than that,
don't tell me you picked up Alvin Kamara.
I got Alvin Kamara. Yeah, because they got nobody else. They gotta run him. Who else?
Hey,
Their quarterback Spencer Rattler.
If you're happy with your pick, Steve, I'm happy with your pick.
Yeah, I mean look. This might be the worst Saints team since the old ancient day back in the '80s. Where we might see the bags over their heads again, like back in the day. This Saints team is so bad.
You know what? I think I might take a trip because I haven't been to that New Orleans stadium when we play New Orleans.
Oh yeah,
I think I might take a trip. You know, because last time I was there, they were giving me a lot of heat walking with my Carolina stuff. I think I'm gonna take a trip out there because I think it's that time. Steelers at the Jets.
Ooh, Steelers at the Jets. The Aaron Rodgers game. Aaron Rodgers revenge game, I guess we could say. The coach who told Aaron Rodgers, take a hike. We don't need you, son. We got Justin Fields. now you know that hurt Aaron Rodgers' psyche.
Oh my goodness.
The fact that he went to that office with the coach is like, you're good to go. We're going in a different direction. And then they get Justin Fields.
But Aaron Rodgers looked up to get one of the premier coaches in the league. He lucked up. So I'm looking to see big things because of Mike Tomlin.
As much as I hate Aaron Rodgers, and you guys all know who watch the show, Aaron Rodgers is second behind the Cowboys in my hate list. I expect him to show out based only on ego. His ego is so bruised. He's gonna have a good game. I think he's gonna go out there and do well because he wants to show the Jets up.
Okay.
So I think Steelers will win. Easy. That might be a lock game of the week.
I'm taking the Steelers also. We got to pick this up, Steve. We got 15 minutes before our draft. The Giants at the Commanders. Commanders all day long.
Yeah, I got the Commanders too.
Yeah, you sure?
Giants, they'll build up, but Giants, give them time. Because Commanders.
What is this? The Tennessee Titans at the Broncos.
Broncos at home. I got Broncos at home. Tennessee is going to be good eventually. Cam Ward, I think it's going to be the real deal, but they're not going to go into Denver and win. No.
I can't wait to see Cam Ward play because there's a lot of talk about him, and what I've noticed, the only QB that has came out, well, I won't say the only, it's been two, Stroud and Jaden, that came out and been solid since they started. I haven't seen any other QBs come straight out and have no issues other than those two. So I'm really, 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 really excited to see this Cam in action. I'm going to be watching that game.
And I don't think Cam has the same weapons that CJ Stroud had starting off. So I think that's going to be an issue for them. They don't have the big time weapons that he had. So I see some people got the Cardinals. I see the Patriots. Somebody got Jacksonville. Somebody smart. I don't know about Jack.
I want to see if he can make good decisions. I don't care if they drop the ball or not. I want to see his decision making. I want to see him put the ball on the hand of the person he's throwing it to and then make the mistake. I just want to see his decision making. That's all. But 49ers at the Seahawks.
I'm going to take the Niners only because I think Sam Darnold, it's going to take him a couple games to, like I said, get used to the new system. Niners are pretty set. They got everybody, who they had already in the system. So I got the Niners to win that game.
Taking the Niners to pretty much win this one easily. Like you said, he has to get acclimated to his new team. The Niners are already a set team. I hear a lot. I've been talking to a lot of Niner fans. They've been down on their team. Darnell's the only one that's truly been having his teams back. other Niner fans just act like it's a wash for this season, and I don't see that with that extra extraordinary running game. Now it is a wash if their coach gets in there and does his normal and not do what they're strong at and try to play away from what they're strong at. Because Ayuk, he might not even play this season, right?
Yeah, he looks like he's going to play. Jawan Jennings, I guess, just like signed, but who else do they have other than Jennings for the receivers? I mean, it should be run all day. I think getting Brian Robinson Jr. to be that complement to McCaffrey is huge.
They need to get creative with their
run. I expect them. They should have. If they don't run the ball 30 plus times in this game, Shanahan needs to get fired.
They need to be creative with that run.
They need to run the. They need to run the ball left, run the ball right, run the ball.
So it's unanimous. We both taking the 49ers. Lions at Green Bay.
This is a big
one. It's going to be a good game.
This is a big.
It's going to be a good game.
Micah Parsons' first game at Green Bay. They're going to be pumped up. I got Green Bay in the upset special.
Okay.
I think Green Bay at home is going to show out. I think Micah Parsons will be pumped up.
I'm taking
the Lions. New coordinators.
Everybody keeps saying that. I'm still taking the Lions. That high power offense.
Okay.
I believe the new coordinators, all they did was come in there and put new and better plays for that offense. They know they need to come in there with a strong run and just dominate through on the ground and kill them with the pass. I'm taking the Lions. You're taking Green Bay. Next, the Texans come to Los Angeles to play the Rams.
Well, we did find out it looks like Stafford is going to try to play.
Not try to play. He's not on the injury report anymore. He's ready to go, Steve. I know you're trying to make it seem like he's 75 years old and his back is splitting apart every time he takes a step. But come on, Steve. Why are you so down on people this week? What's going on?
I just know the history with quarterbacks and back problems. I go back to Troy Aikman. We can go back over the years, guys, that back gives out.
You just been really, really down on people. Belichick, he had one game he lost, and his whole world is over with, according to you. Come on,
I told you I mentioned 9 seasons without Tom Brady. You talking about one game. We have 9 seasons of below 500 play.
We're talking.
You want to focus on one game.
Yeah, because we're talking about that one game he just lost.
Okay.
I wouldn't be talking about the game that when he had Cam Newton and his quarterback situation was up and down. He didn't have a solid quarterback. I wouldn't judge a person on that. But I get it. I get it.
I'm talking about the guy who had a quarterback competition between Cam Newton and Mac Davis. And who did he choose to be his starting quarterback?
The guy who listened to him completely and unadulteratedly, not the guy that basically didn't get the shot when he said he was going to get the shot. You know how Tom Brady is. Belichick is the same person that will have a running back get 100 yards and he make a minor mistake and he'll be benched the whole next week. This is the same person. So I get it. I get it.
So what does that tell you? He had a Hall of Fame quarterback and he had Mac Davis and he chose Mac Davis. So that tells me all I need to know about.
Oh, well, that should tell you. That should tell you about a lot of the teams in the NFL because Cam Newton, in my opinion, should not be announcing. He should be in the NFL playing games. It's a lot of quarterbacks that he's better than right now. That he has more accolades than right now. Joe Flacco, don't get me started, is in the NFL. Yes, he does have a Super Bowl, but Joe Flacco hasn't looked like much in these years, and he still keeps getting a chance. I can go on, and I'm not even going to go on that rant because we got a draft starting in 9 minutes. We got to get off air. Baltimore, the night game. Baltimore at the Bills. This is the big game of the week.
Texans, Rams. I got the Texans. Who you have?
Oh, my bad. I'm taking the Rams.
Okay,
perfect. Bills, Baltimore at the Bills.
Ooh, the game of the week.
I'm glad they made this
Oh,
a
my
night game
goodness.
because this is going to be juicy.
The game's in Buffalo?
Yes, sir.
I'll take Buffalo.
I'm taking
If
Baltimore.
it's in Baltimore, I'll take Baltimore. Is it Buffalo? I'll take Buffalo.
I'm taking Baltimore. Now, this is my coin flip game of the week. The Vikings go into Chicago to play the Bears. Coin flip of the week.
God.
Exactly.
Ah, yeah, this is one.
Exactly.
I don't know what Bears team going to show up. We don't know what McCarthy's going to do. I'll just go with the Vikings. Bears got to show me something before I can buy into the
I didn't think. I'm going with the home team. This is not a game. Don't quote me on this. I'm just going with the home team because they're the home team, because this is a coin flip game of the week.
Yeah,
and I got to see. I got to see how these teams are going to play, actually, to see where my money will be going from week to week, because I have no faith in either one of these teams. They're both professional teams, but they both have a big question mark on their names right now. I'm taking the Bears. Steve's taking the Vikings. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend, and then tell that friend to tell a friend, then tell that friend's friend to tell another friend. And we'll see y'all here Wednesday, 7 p.m. next week, when we finally got some games to go over, and we're going to come in with the baseball special, let you know what's going on in baseball. My Dodgers lost today, and it's bothering me, but we got some stuff to talk about. You got some things to talk about, Steve, or you got something to say before?
Yeah, we're going to get to the next week. We hoping next week we get the phone lines.
Hopefully,
open.
the phone lines will be open next week.
I'm going to change my internet subscriber. Man, we'll
be okay. And well, like I said, we appreciate everybody for all the support, especially all our people that's always on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram. You can reach us there. You guys have always been lovely to us, and there's so much I want to say.
Now, are we gonna get our pick'em up? Will we get our pick'em going?
No, the pick'em. There's a lot to say about the pick'em. They destroyed the pick'em. Somebody bought a bunch of pick'ems, and they're making people pay money to and you can't even play the regular game. I believe you can, but they make it so hard to play the regular game. We're gonna come up with some games so people can win these prizes. But to win the prizes, you have to subscribe to our Instagram, you have to subscribe to our Facebook and our YouTube, and then you're involved in all the competitions that we will have. And we will have some weeklies, and we will post them so you know exactly what we're going to do. But we appreciate you guys always for tuning in. The phone lines will be up next week. There's going to be no question about it. Thank you to everybody on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and thank you for your support. Me and Steve will see y'all next week. Peace out.
Enjoy the games, guys. Enjoy the games.
And before
Peace
we leave, Darnell, we're gonna open the phone lines, because I know I see he gave us all your picks. We looking at your picks, sir. We not forgetting your picks. Glenn White, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for what you said. And we'll see y'all next week with the phone lines open up, and we do expect for you guys to call in. All right.
Thank you, guys. Everybody enjoy the games. Peace out.